And I was just wondering, if I had no clear-cut written objective, and if I were to shoot this arrow, who do I think I'm going to hit? By the way, I'm not a Cupid. I see some young men showing at some girls. I'm not a Cupid, all right? Okay, if I had no objective and I want to just shoot this arrow, okay, you have to return it to me after the sermon, okay? This is not a gift, this is my gift, all right? If I want just to shoot an arrow, listen, good try, let's just try it again. Let's try it again. So if I had no objective and I just tried to shoot this arrow, oh, not cool. Not cool at all. But if I had a goal, if I had a real goal, and my goal is Pastor John, because today, because it is his birthday, yes! You see, if my objective is clearly spelled out, if it is clearly spelled out, then it's just okay. I can hit my goal just right. And you know what? If we read the Bible carefully, we will see that the greatest teacher of all ages had the clear-cut objectives. And in John 12:47 we are reading, "For I came not to judge the world, but to save the world." A very clear-cut objective, spelled out, that we can read about in this book. For I came not to judge the world, but to save the world. And in 1 Timothy, we're reading what Paul is writing in chapter 1, verse 14. Jesus Christ came into the world to save sinners. And then he's writing, "Of whom I'm chief." He's recognizing that he is the greatest sinner. Paul is writing about it. So, in order for us even to get close to the greatest teacher of all the ages, first thing we need to do is to recognize that we all have sinned, that he came to save this world and not to judge this world. So Jesus had a very clear-cut objective, and that's what distinguishes a good teacher. Number 6, clarity of explanation. Clarity of explanation. Have you ever tried to get to somebody who is giving you directions to their house over the phone when you are driving? You know, very often when somebody is trying to give me directions, I say, "Can you give me your address? I will enter it into the GPS. It'll be easy." So very often we cannot get the clear explanation and clear statement or wording of what is being said. At one of the lessons, the teacher is saying, "Today we are going to study even and odd." And the student said, "Okay, yes, I know it's from the Bible." I'll say it again. "Today we are going to study even and odd." And the student says, "I know it's from the Bible." Well, Eve is probably trying to get even all the time. That's understandable. And I guess Adam is the odd character. You know, some things are not clear. Even this joke was not clear to you now. That's a good illustration. While what we read in this book of life, we read that Jesus said very clearly, "I'm the way, the truth, and the life." He said it very clearly, "I'm the way, the truth, and the life." You can have no doubts about it. I'm the way, the truth, and the life. And yet, somebody still does not understand it. And it's really amazing. But there's no doubt that his clarity is perfect and superb. So clarity of expectation is another thing that distinguishes a good teacher from a great teacher. Number 7, we are coming to the end of my sermon. Prepared and organized. Can you imagine a teacher coming to the learning center, to the classroom and saying, "Hello students, I hope this is the 6th grade." And they say, "No, this is the 7th. Oops, I should have checked my schedule, right? Or the pastor coming to the church and he's coming to preach and he says, "Oh, where's my Bible?" Happens. Happens. In the book of Acts, we are reading that before the coming of Jesus, John preached repentance and baptism to all the people of Israel. As John was completing his work, he said, "Who do I think I am? I'm not that one. But he's coming after me, whose sandals I'm not worthy to untie." Before Jesus came, he made sure that there's somebody who is preparing the soil for him. And that was John the Baptist. So he came completely prepared for this ministry. Very short ministry that lasted only for 3.5 years. This is his teaching ministry. But he came prepared. He came organized. Number 8. Number 8 that distinguishes a great teacher from a good teacher. A great teacher engages students and gets them to look at issues in a variety of ways. You know, those of you who go through studies or who are in a teaching business, you know that every time you come to your classroom, either your teacher or you, if you are a teacher, you're trying to think about how do I do it in a different way? How do I make sure that students are involved? I once mentioned that when somebody is teaching or preaching like I'm doing, do you know what the retention rate is in percentages? Anybody? 5%? Well, that's pretty low. that would it mean that you actually, if you remember at least one point after this preaching, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. But they say on an average 20%. 20% is retained after a teacher to classroom talk. 20%. That's why it's a good idea to put things down. And if you don't, you'll find it on the Facebook, okay? But the teacher is looking for ways how to engage students into different types of activities so that they could be really involved, they could really retain as much as possible. And when Jesus was sending his disciples, and when he was ministering with his disciples, we are reading about it in Matthew 10, verse 8. He said, "Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those who have leprosy, drive out demons. Freely you have received, freely give." All kinds of activities. Teach, preach, heal, drive out demons. All that fun stuff. But his disciples were involved into many activities. And the same way, as you saw it again on the Facebook, the Malaysian Fellowship put out this video of their summer ministry. This is tremendous. Guys, this is a tremendous